Now, I've mentioned several issues I have throughout this video. To me, they're mostly little problems that do start to add up, especially on rewatch. But my biggest problem, which I think is the main cause of them, is how short this film is. When my girlfriend and I were watching the film, we both looked at our watches in surprise when we got to the third act. It went by so fast. Usually that's a good thing, but here is a rare exception where that's a problem. The film is barely over an hour and 10 minutes, which is roughly the same length as Nightmare Before Christmas. It feels too fast-paced with a rather bloated plot despite a seemingly simple concept. The main characters, specifically Victor, do seem to flip-flop around, almost to the point where it feels inconsistent. Granted, in his case, I can almost understand from an emotional perspective why he would do this, like being in love with Victoria, then once he hears the news of her wedding, he decides to give up his own life for Emily. I see it being done out of desperation, but I feel like it's not 100% justified. Another thing I notice is how several characters just straight up disappear from the story entirely over halfway through. Victor's parents vanish right after their coach driver dies, and that's it, you never see him again. The same thing happens with Victoria's parents. Despite them having a more significant role, they just disappear too during the last third. Admittedly, with the best joke in the film.
Finish. Where do you keep the spirits?
It just leaves a lot of the plot unresolved. The union between Victor and Victoria's families, never addressed. I wouldn't mind so much since this is essentially a gothic fairy tale, but they put so much focus on the importance of their wedding that it does leave me wanting a proper conclusion. Thankfully, everything to do with the main leads is resolved nicely with an ending that always makes me teary-eyed with Emily finding peace. It's so beautiful.